Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another episode of Her Messy Bun. I'm Danielle, and today is a really special episode in so many different ways. But first, let's talk about the saddest yet happy news. As you can tell, I'm hosting this episode solo, and some of you are probably wondering where Marissa is. Well, a few months back during one of our brainstorming sessions on Zoom, we were talking about our schedules, upcoming business events, clients, pretty much all of the things that you do with your business bestie. And we realized doing this specific podcast together doesn't make as much sense as what we have planned for you instead. That's all I'm going to say. Hint, hint. But that brings me to my next piece of really exciting news. Clearly, Her Messy Bun podcast is getting a makeover in 2022, which means raw, unedited advice, interviews, private pods, and so much more. I'm going to be diving deep into how to transform your business and your mindset into what you actually want it to be. As a creative consultant, I help self-employed baddies learn how to establish your creative brand while minimizing your workload and increasing your income. And I'm taking that challenge on here on my podcast for you for free. So say goodbye to long days, burnout, imposter syndrome, and start saying hell yeah to what you really want in life and in business. If you want to take out, if you want to get out of that toxic relationship with your hustle culture and find more freedom, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, because together we are going to create an intentional business ritual as well as strategies to become more productive and efficient. Whew, okay, I know I just spit out a lot of things for you to look out for, but one of the things that I mentioned was raw, unedited advice. And what does that mean? That means these episodes, while they may be a little scripted, they're not going to be edited. If I end up going off on a tangent, messing up, feeling tongue-tied, wow, etc., well, then guess what? It's staying in. Why? Because I am so tired of seeing people promote authenticity behind edited, perfectly curated images and videos. So I'm sharing it all with you. I mean, the name of this podcast is Her Messy Bun after all. So if I take a drink, it's going to be in there. And I needed that drink. It's just water. Anyways, I also mentioned having a private pod. Listen, I don't know if I created that name, but I am obsessed with it. So here's what to expect. Episodes are still planned to drop every Monday as usual, but once a month, instead of sharing my episodes here, I'm actually going to be sharing them for my members of Consciously Creative. Oh, that's a little nerve-wracking to say out loud, but listen, I love my podcast and I have missed you guys a shit ton these last few months while I've been making it over. But I also really love spoiling my members too. So if you have no clue what Consciously Creative is, and this is your first time hearing about my membership, let me give you some gushy details about why it's absolutely perfect if you are trying to be more intentional within your business, as well as learn how to follow your intuition with the more hands-on approach from me. So it's a community that I started that connects you to other creative entrepreneurs who actually want to support your successes mixed with accountability and coaching. I started it last year, I think back in the end of April or March, and it has been growing and being, I just love it so much. Anyways, every day I host group morning pages. There's monthly group clarity calls, video modules, community chat rooms, and so much more, including my private pods now. If you want more details or just to sign up, head over to hermessybun.com/membership or DM me on Instagram at hermessybun and let's talk some more about it. Finally, I want to talk about those interviews I mentioned earlier. I have reached out to some amazing professionals who specialize in different aspects on how to grow your business and become the baddest bee that you know. They all agreed to come on here and share the ins and outs with you. It's 2022. It's time to be the coolest person that you know. This is the year that we don't waste our energy on others. We match their energy. You are a self-employed baddie growing your business to new levels this year. So stop trying to explain your boundaries and priorities to people who want to talk you out of them. It's time to put yourself first. If you lose a few people along the way, they were just the baggage that you didn't need to pack for this trip anyways. I know it's a little rough, but it's the truth. Oh my God, I'm so pumped to be back growing this community with all of you. But before I go, make sure that you tell everyone you know about this podcast. My goal is to hit the charts running, and I need your help with that. So subscribe, get notified, and spread the word that Her Messy Bun podcast is where it's going to be at. Until next week. Mwah. Thank you so much for listening. And if we are not friends on Instagram already, let's change that.